Hello guys, I'm Big Mattis, and today you're joining me to do a tutorial on a brand new style 1.9 cow farm that I've come up with. I don't know if anybody has a design like this out there, but I know I wanted to build one on my Mattis SMP. So rather than just go around on the internet looking for something that's already out there, I decided I wanted to see if I could put something together myself, and this is what I came up with. We have a bunch of cows sitting in here. Now this is exploiting a couple different 1.9 mechanics, so this is something that wouldn't have worked in the old version of the game. You needed 1.9 for this because these corners of this fence are missing. This pole goes all the way down on all four sides, but those cows are just sitting in there and there's nothing in the middle. Now there's 50 cows in there, and I can't give you an exact number on how many cows you need to make this work properly, but this one works great. What you do is you hit this button, the cows start jumping up and down, you feed them with your wheat, and the babies, because of the bounding boxes, the hit boxes of the cows, they shoot out the sides into the water, and they don't get stuck in here. Now, if you'd have tried something like that in 1.8, you'd have 10,000 cows in this hole. You had to have them up in the air and had the cows drop out from under them, the babies. My goal was to build this without any redstone whatsoever, other than this button and one dispenser to put a water up, and it works that way. But I did have to add in this one piece of redstone, this one switch that comes down, and there's two pistons that close this out because there's a weird mechanic of this game that when these guys stop jumping, the baby cows want to run around in here. They want to run out the side and try to get up. But as long as they're jumping up there, the baby cows will stay right here in the middle. That's why I put my... that thing is loud. That's why I put my collection area directly underneath the pen of cows. I tried a couple different things. I was taking them off to the side, and all they would want to do was run back in and try to get to mama. But obviously that's not going to work, so I moved this thing directly under center. Thanks to the addition of being able to put these trapdoors anywhere you want, allows us to do these drop chutes where the water just comes over, flushes them down. They hit this, they walk right underneath, and then they just stand there. You keep these guys bouncing until all the babies are in, then you can close it up, walk away, you come back, you have all this cooked meat and all this leather in here ready to go for you. So even though I was trying to go redstone free, you have one little line of redstone dust, two pistons, one repeater. It's still very basic, but let's go ahead and see this thing in action. We want to turn this off, grab ourselves some wheat right here, and then we'll come in here. You can AFK here by standing in this spot. If you're just going to feed them and walk away, you can come up here, run around, feed them real quick. That way you can get a complete coverage of all the cows. And then you can, wait for the babies to drop, close that thing off, walk away, you're done. In my world, I'm going to build this with a roof, so you don't have to have this thing if you want to leave it open. I built this like this so that you can't fall in, but you can still get all access. And in case you need to get in there for some reason, we have trapdoors allow you in there, but you can also stand right here if you need a better AFK spot. Let's go ahead and show this thing in motion. Cows jump up, you start feeding them, hearts like crazy. Let's see if we can see the baby shooting out. Boom, there they go. See them? They just go rocketing out of the corner of that fence. Bam, bam. Let's see if we can get some more. There goes one. Yep, sometimes they like to try to fight that current, but they'll go down eventually. Yep, just like that. And if you stand over here AFK, you will get the experience. If you don't get the experience and it somehow goes down, you can collect it right down here. But you can see, let's get rid of the wheat. You can see that these babies walk right to the middle and then they just stand there. Now, if we were to turn this off so that they weren't jumping around anymore, you will see after a second, once all those cows settle down up there, that these guys will spread out. Come on, guys, spread out. Alright, these baby cows want to make a liar out of me. They will spread out eventually, especially if you like I said, I have 50... Wow. I have 50 cows up there, so, you know, once you get max babies in here, this is kind of tight. So all you have to do is give it a second for them to drop. They run into the middle, hit that switch, it'll close. You can run off and do whatever you want. In my world, what I'm going to do, the reason I put this dirt here, you don't have to bury this underground, but that's what I plan on doing. So this is going to be ground level, and I'm going to dig a hole for where this is going to be. And then I will bring a drop vader. I'll bring this over, bring a drop vader up, put a chest right up here. One probably separated out, stake on one side, leather on the other, something like that. You can breed them all up, grab what you want, run off into the distance, you're good to go. Don't mind the exploded view of a village breeder where I built each level one by one. But over here, this is what you're going to need if you want to build it exactly like this. You don't need any of the glass. If you dig your hole out properly, you wouldn't even need most of these blocks right here. You can just dig it out of whatever's under there. But then again, if you're mining underground, you dig right into it. And that can be an issue. All of a sudden you have water spilling everywhere. Your cows are running away, falling into that lava. So what I'm going to do is I'll build this eventually with a way down here. You know, just a little trapdoor with a ladder or something like that for maintenance, just to make sure everything's working properly. Yep, see? You're not supposed to be there. So what you do, turn this thing back on. Once those cows start jumping around in there, yep, they all run back in the center. Like, Mom, where are you going? Where you going, Mom? And then you can flip that, hit that, you're good to go. And they can't run out now. Now with there's glass in this block so that those trap doors, when they're closed, the babies can't jump in there. I had a little bit of issue with them trying to they were trying to jump up in here and they were killing themselves, or they were falling down in there. But this is what you're going to need for the farm if you want to add in the, we'll just say a stack plus 2 of these, and whoop, come on, get in me, there you go. One of these and one of these, then you could have that shut off circuit there. It's not going to be a stack. That's not exactly right. Glass, it's around a stack, give or take. It's around 2 stacks of these, give or take. Everything else in here should be accurate. And this is everything you're going to need to complete that system. Minus, my bad, right here, minus the dispenser. You're going to need that to get the water up out of there for those cows. Now, here's what you're going to do. You're going to want a 9 by 9, 9 wide, 9 long hole, 10 blocks deep. And that'll give you the room you need to build this farm. So you just go ahead and you pick a spot. You go ahead and dig that out just like that. Then you want to grab what you need for the farm itself. And then jump down into your hole. Well, you'd already be in the hole. You know, you want to figure out which direction you want to face this in. Right now I have it so that the collection chest is facing out on the side that I breed the cows in, so that I can bring that over and up. So say you want to stand in on this side, you want to put your chest down like this, and then just do 9 hoppers and make sure that they all point into that one. You all want them to collect into one spot, and then you want to put some soul sand on top of it. That's where the cows are going to stand. This gives them enough height to where those hoppers will still pick it up, but they won't die in the lava. And I didn't grab the glass, did I? Alright, let's just grab some more glass. We'll put that in there. We don't need that anymore. So, now it should just be glass just on the side of your collection point. You want to make sure you leave this center spot open, because that's where the cows are going to come into here. And I can't place that glass for some reason. There we go. Same thing on this side. We want it to be like that. And then this side, we're going to go all the way across. Just like so. Now that's where they're going to stand right here. The babies are going to stand here. You're going to have some trapdoors right on each other here. Thanks to the new 1.9 mechanics, you can do this. And the cows will run under here, and they will stand there and wait to grow up, and wait for you to kill them. Now then you want to go up too high on each of these, and then you want to start your drop shaft right there. Just like so. Boom, boom, boom. There you have it. And at this point, your lava bucket that's still up there in the chest, you're going to want to... You're going to want to do this first. You can set just like that. Nope. We want to have one there. So it's closed, just like so. So all I'm doing is I'm placing one on top of here and then doing this. You could just place a block on there and then dig it back out when you're done. Look at me, I just went for a pick. Shows you how much I do this creative stuff on camera. You only need one block. I don't know why I just filled the whole thing in. You only put one bucket right in the middle and it'll flow and fill this whole thing up. Alright, after we get all the lava in like that, we know that we want to go one down from ground level is where we're going to put our cows are going to stand. And we're going to want this right over top of that center lava area. That's the important part, that where the cows are bouncing around up here. We know that the baby cows are going to want to stand right in the middle trying to get the mommy. It's the closest spot to her. And then we put our 4 fence posts in like that. That's what holds the cows in. It's just, right now we're just going to put that in there as a marker. And then we're going to want to come out from that one block. Come up one. We're going to do these 2 rows all the way around the outside of this farm. Whoops. We don't need the corners, so you can leave them out if you want to save some blocks. That's why I'm doing it this way. I know I'm making this as difficult as possible, but where all this is depends on where those cows are, so that's utmost important. So I don't want to screw any of that up, so we're going to put it in first. We know we're going to have a 2-wide ring like this over here, and then this is where we come stand for feeding them. Which means that this ring's going to be complete like this. Whoa, twitchy mouse. Alright, so that completes that. We do have a little extra room in here for flying around, so you won't need that. But we're gonna push our cows into that spot right there. All this fencing will be done. We'll feed them. Cows will flow down. So we need to start by making this thing right here 3 deep. We don't need all these blocks, but it's easier just to fill them in real quick. Throw any block you want in the middle area. You don't have to worry about that looking good. Alright, now that we have that done, we know that the 2 sides opposite from the feeding area, they're going to be arrows. So we're going to want to do, we got our 3 rows deep. Then you're going to want to add in 3 here and 1 in the center on both of these sides. 3, 1 in the center. That way, up on the top, you can add in your sign that's going to hold the water back, just like so. Put that block there. Put this block there and a sign. Now the other 2 sides are going to be a little bit of a different shape. They're going to be 4 down fully across because we don't have the drop shafts on this side. We'll just drop these 2 here. Come over. We'll do our 4th row across and then bring these 2 down. This will also should allow us to put our signs on the same level like that. And then like that, which we want to go ahead and block this off here and here. So the water's going to sit on this spot, it's going to flow over, and then they're going to go down in this shaft and down in this shaft. Water's going to flow here. Same thing, on all 4 sides there's going to be water going around like that. The only difference is on our feeding side we've got our button. It's going to sit right there, so we're going to have water here and there instead of in the middle, which actually adds a bucket from what I had. Let's see, how many did I have in there? Yep, I miscounted. I had 3 in there. You're going to need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 up here. Yeah, 5. 5 it is. Should be 5. We'll find out. Alright, now that that's in, we have set up for our collections. Let's go ahead and close this off. Like so. Now we can come down here where our arrows, which are on these 2 sides, that's going to be our drop shaft. So we know we're going to want our glass coming down like so. So this is going to come over, drop down right through here, and they are going to turn right across here, just like so. I know it's a lot of back and forth. This is a bit of a crazy design here that's goes with the flow. Now we want to put there. That's what stops the water from flowing across. And I got a little ahead of myself. We do that for a little bit of easier flowing to get those cows down. Put that there. Put one on the bottom. Keep that closed. There you go, just like so. Now what we're going to want to do, we want to add in these blocks over here too. Doink. Like that. And then close our drop shaft off. And then we're going to want to seal this in with glass. Now, of course, we got to close in that center area, but this outside is all done on that side. It's all done on this side. Boom, boom, boom. And over here, we want to throw in glass across here. Keeps our cows out of trouble. We can throw... Oh, we forgot to put in... There we go. Just like that. Basically, that just allows our cows to not get stuck. And then we're going to put a sign. Nope, we don't need that sign. That's right. I took that sign out because all we have is the trapdoor now. And then we put that glass back in. Hopefully you guys are watching this tutorial through before building. You can see all the little tiny mistakes I made. I'm not the most polished tutorial giver. But we'll go ahead and seal these drop shafts off. We don't need to see this from the inside. And we are just about done. At that point, we should have a completely sealed in farm. Just double check everything's in. Once we drop the water on top of these signs, it should flow all these cows right over into this corner and down. That's why we gave, this one has these things here, trapdoors instead of blocks. That way, the more cows that shoot out this side, they'll have a faster way down so it doesn't get clogged up in this corner. Sometimes they get a little slow to drop. I was showing you that earlier. Don't worry about it. They'll go ahead and go down. It's no big deal. Now, let's grab our water. We know we're going to have one there. We're going to have one there. We're going to have one here. And then on this side, because we have our button, we're going to do that. And the reason the button's there, of course, is for that. And we got to stick one inside. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 buckets of water. My mistake. So, if we go down and look now, that should be flowing perfectly to that spot. You should have all flowing water going right in. That allows the little baby cows. Shoot. We gotta add this in, guys. Don't forget to put those in on both sides. If you don't put them in there, they tend to get stuck right on that lip right here. At least on this point, the water's going to keep moving them. The other cows are going to jostle them around. They will fall off of that. And this kind of helps them from getting stuck there. But if you don't put that one on, they will stand right on that lip. And it is annoying. And I'm sure eventually they grow up and then they probably drown, suffocate, something like that. I don't know. But, oh, there's a Devin2912. I'm using her account to see what I built there so I can do this tutorial. Little editing magic. Don't tell anybody. It's my secret. But what we have to do now is we know we've got to bump these all up to 3 high. Okay. Don't get ahead of myself. But we know that the baby cows are going to go streaming out of the corner. So we're going to want to do... Yeah. That's what we want. Just like that. Just like so. Over here. Close all that fence in. Bring these up 1 extra high. Then we're going to drop a trapdoor in there. That's what keeps us from falling in. And then we want to bring glass all the way. Yeah, we're gonna put a trapdoor in here so we don't fall in. Keep bringing our glass all the way around. This is just to keep you from ending up in that farm. If you end up in that farm, you're gonna be sad. There's no way out. So if this is done correctly, yep, we can't walk through there. Now we need to put in, we'll put this in temporarily, drop that across. Then we put, if you want to keep it open and pretty so everybody can see what's going on, you're not worried about creepers, you put one of those on there, and now you shouldn't be able to fall in any of this. Now what was happening is, because of the way that all this was set up, if I didn't have this as a trap door and I just, left it open, the way I had it set up before, you'd just fall right in there with the cows. Nah, that's not good. That's not good. So push the button, water comes out, cows start jumping around, let you breed them all when there's 50 in there. And it also allows the babies to go shooting out of the corners of those fences. The babies come raining down into here, and then eventually they grow up, they cook, and you collect this. Now the only thing we have left is to show these. If you want to put in the redstone, which I suggest you do, all you need is one of these on each side. Then what I did is I came off of the right side over here. The right side, listen to me. I came off the left side. It doesn't matter which side you come off of. Then I went ahead and put this in for symmetry, and I just wiped out my farm. Alright, I'll be right back. Alright, what I am is a genius. I set up this command block to dig that hole so that I didn't have to waste time putting the command in to do this. I just had it ready for me, had center marked out for you guys to make it easier. And while I was up here setting these, I went ahead and hit that command and it cleared. So I just built all that. Luckily we have this over here. I went ahead and popped the redstone out. So we have the 2 lamps in the corner. It's the last thing we had to do. We're going to put a switch or a lever on top of that one. This one over here is just for looks. Like I said, again, this should be your ground level, depending on how you have yourself built. If you want to do something different, what you don't want is you don't want somebody coming up, flipping this switch, thinking it's going to open the farm. Just this one. I'll put a little sign on mine too. Then you want to come over here and put 1 block down. You want to put a block on there with some redstone. And then we want to come down a staircase, just like so, all the way down. You don't need these extra blocks. And then you want to put redstone on each one of these. You can do that as you go down. Then you want to keep that staircase going this way, all the way down till it's even with the bottom. You want to put a block under here that's easily recognizable. So it's going to be 1 block lower than the bottom of that farm. So then you're going to come across. You're going to put your redstone dust, put a repeater into that piston just to make sure that that signal gets where you want it. Then you're going to need this repeater. You can do without that one. The signal strength will be strong enough to activate, but this also keeps them in time. You put this repeater on here, otherwise your signal's not long enough. Just come right on over to your next piston. Then when you come up here and you flip that switch, that line comes all the way down. Boop, boop, close the doors. The cows can't get out. They all stay in there and die. So, at this point, what I was gonna here. Give me 1 second. What you want to do is you want to bring your cows into here. You can just pop this open. Lead them on over here with hay, straw. Listen to me. Yeah, hay. Lead your cows in this way. Just leave yourself a way out over there until you get them done. My suggestion would be to break out. Let's see. Put something fancy in there. Break out that piece. Put in a piece of carpet. Leave that out for now. And fall straight through. Genius. Put a piece of carpet here. And then there you go. You can jump right across. Cows will come across. They'll fall in there. All you need is a couple in. Just don't hit that water, and they should be able to breed up. Every once in a while, you might get one squirting out of there. And it'll just give you a little food at the bottom, but you should be able to breed this up pretty good. If you want, you can breed up as many as you need before you drop them in there. And then you just start feeding them, as we showed in the beginning. Let's see, where's the wheat? There it is. So we close that, we don't want to fall in there. Put this stuff back. It was only temporary, just to show you guys. And somehow, yep, yes I did. Yes I did. I moved that somehow. Nope, that's what I did. Filled this block in. No, I'm a genius. See, you want it open right there. That's exactly how you want it. So you can come in here, stand, push that button, and feed them away. Just feed them to your heart's content. And then we can watch our babies rain down those shafts that we made. And they will come down here. They will run right into the middle. Just right where they belong. That's what they want. Come on, rain down. Like I said, sometimes they get a little slow right here. They have air to breathe. They're not going to suffocate. But they'll bounce around eventually. They will make it underneath of there. The new 1.9 mechanics. These guys are a pain. Move the wheat. These guys are a pain in the butt because of their hitboxes. They love to push each other around. As we were seeing there. They will stand on there. But see, yep. All they want to do is get the mom. So eventually they'll drop down. And when he stops bouncing, he'll run right into that hole. Come on. There you go. Just like that. Come up here. Close it off. Turn this off. See, all the XP comes to you. And you're done. And you wait for them to grow up. You come in and grab your stuff and you're done. Once again, I thank you guys for coming to check out another of my videos. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. I know there's a bunch of cow farms out there, but I wanted to make one that utilized 1.9 mechanics, and at least maybe there's a little bit of explanation in this video. You might understand what's going on if you're having troubles in your farm. And you got to see me erase the build I was in the middle of doing. You don't get to see that every day. Alright guys, come back, check me out. I'm going to go ahead and build this on my SMP, the Mattis server, as everybody's forcing me to call it. And I will probably also build this on my multiplayer, single player Let's Play, whatever that means. And check me out next time, guys. Go ahead and hit a like button if you enjoyed this farm. Let me know if you're going to use it or if you have built it and how it's working for you. And hit that subscribe button because there's a lot more good content coming your way. Goodbye, guys.